Hello, magical souls. Welcome back to the channel. My name is London from thislondonbridges, and I am so grateful to be reading today. Today's reading will be a short one. We'll be looking for signs and symbols you might see when you're on an aligned path. You can choose pile number 1, 2, 3, or any combination, and you'll be able to go straight to your reading or readings by following the timestamps in the description box below. Let's dive in. Hello to all those that chose pile number 1. Let's dive in. We'll see what messages are coming through for signs you'll see to help you know that you're on the right path. And of course, your intuition is the greatest guide to knowing if you're on the right path. Follow what feels good. But sometimes it's nice to look for outside confirmation. You might already have signs and symbols that you asked from your guides or the universe, and this could be in addition to them. Or maybe working with signs is a bit new to you and we can pull some right now. So signs for pile number 1 to know that they are on the right path, please. Okay. We have, how will you practice believing in yourself today? This is how it feels when I believe in myself. Awesome. Definitely when you're on the right path, you're just going to feel like you believe in yourself. And that doesn't mean that there isn't self-doubt, because that's part of the humanness. But there's like this soul calling, this deep feeling of this is where I'm supposed to be going. As for signs within this card, we have like rose petals, possibly rose quartz, the color pink that is manifesting in this really soft and flowy way. You might also just be seeing the word believe. All right, let's get a few more signs you're on the right path beyond this soft pink, these pink flowers. All right, let's see here. We have the sun. So following the sunlight, sun is optimism, energy, hope, prosperity, that kind of thing. So you're going to be feeling really vibrant, really radiant when you're following the right path. Also, note on the right path, there isn't one right path. So this is more about a reading of following your inner compass and following your aligned desires. So I can see that birds here are going to be a symbol for when you're on the right path. So as well as sun imagery, maybe sun emojis, sun posters, the literal sun, birds are going to be a really strong indicator that you're on the right path. Specifically in this card, like red and deep blue birds. Let's get a few more signs for when you're on an aligned path, pile number 1. Excellent, we have the lovers. So definitely following your heart's calling when you're feeling in love, when you're feeling that energy of embodying love. More specifically, as for signs, you might see red roses and red apples when you're on this aligned path. Okay, and we have the 9 of Swords in reverse. So this is the opposite of feeling worried and staying up all night with anxiety and insomnia. So when you're getting good sleep, when you're feeling like it's easier to rest, that's going to be a symbol that you're following this aligned path for you. As far as images and symbols, if you see like navy blue with the golden stars, all right, and let's pull a crystal for you. A gem or a stone you might see when you are on your aligned path. Aventurine, create your own luck. Exactly. So you get to create this path, right? But you might see aventurine or this deep green color, deep green stones as the symbols that you are on the right path. So remember, you get to choose your path. You can pivot your path at any point. And you can decide on the signs, but if you're looking for more, here are some messages that might come through to you to help serve as confirmation of your inner knowing to follow the path that you desire. If these messages resonated, doing that like, comment, and subscribe dance really helps to grow the channel. That way we can create a larger community of souls that might need these messages. I am sending you so much love, and I'm excited to connect with you again soon. Hello to all those that chose pile number 2. We're going to dive in and see what images or symbols might show up when you are on the right path, with a reminder that there are countless right paths. So really, the right path is when you desire something and you're taking aligned action steps towards that, right? You're in flow and you're co-creating with the universe. You might already have signs and symbols that you look for with your guides or the universe, and these could be in addition to that, or maybe that's new to you, and we can start calling in some symbols right now. So symbols and signs you might see when you are on an aligned path with your heart and your soul. All right, we have, how will the polarities live in you today? This is how the divine feminine and the divine masculine live together in me today. So signs and symbols you might see on this aligned path, the symbols like yin yang, symbols of balance, balancing scales, teeter-totter, that kind of thing. It's going to be symbols that represent this balance of balance of strength and softness. As well as this, you might see things like seaweed, bubbles, and water imagery. All right, let's look for symbols for you for being on an aligned path. Great, we have the 2 of coins. So here you might see symbols of juggling. Again, this color is really prevalent, this kind of mermaidy color. Mermaids as well as sailboats. If you could see these, in a video, through an emoji, however they come up for you. And if you see them and you feel that like intuitive pull or that heart pull, if you see a sailboat and you're like, no, like I don't want to go that direction, then it's not for you. Like always, take what resonates. These readings are more of a mirror to your own inner knowing, right? Because you already know, but sometimes we forget. Then we have for you the Hermit. So lanterns are going to be huge. Hermit is about, again, trusting your own inner knowing, what we were just talking about. An imagery here for you would be lanterns and the mountains. Seeing those things can be physical embodiments of signs that you are in alignment. All right, and then with the 8 of Swords, so this will be a feeling of like unveiling yourself or moving through limiting beliefs. Signs and symbols might be red ribbons and like winged mythical creatures. One more card for you today for images, signs, and symbols that you are on an aligned path. Okay, so agate, getting back into balance. There are many different types of agates. If you stumble across any, that can be another sign that you are following that aligned path. And remember, you get to choose your aligned path and you can pivot it at any point. If this reading resonated, doing that like, comment, and subscribe dance really helps to grow the community of other people who might resonate as well. I am sending you so much love, and I'm excited to connect with you again soon. Hello to all those that chose pile number 3. Let's dive in. Today we're going to look at signs and symbols you might see when you're on an aligned path. There are many right paths for you. You get to decide what is right for you and co-create with the universe. You might already have signs and symbols that you look for, but if you're looking for more, we'll try to pull some today. Remember that you will know, your intuition will know, and that these signs and symbols will just be confirmation. Okay. How do you experience the nourishing aspect of silence? How I speak in the silence of my own being is how I speak to others. Right, so you might feel signs and symbols through meditation, through quiet time, just sitting with yourself. As far as imagery, water imagery, moving water, flowing water. Signs and symbols, please, for pile number 3, when they're on an aligned path. Okay, so temperance. Seeing irises, lilies, and cups filling over. Overflowing cups will be great symbols for you. And that will accompany a feeling of balance and a feeling of calm knowing. Okay, with the Seven of Swords, another symbols that you could be on the right path. This is going to feel like trusting your inner truth, as this card speaks to kind of the absence of truth sometimes. So trusting your inner truth, and signs and symbols will have this traditional crescent moon might pop up for you when you're on your aligned path, as well as these like circus tents behind, or kind of medieval tents. All right, signs and symbols for pile number 3, please, when they're on an aligned path. Justice, awesome. The Justice and the Temperance are really linked in my mind. This is going to come with a feeling of like fairness and balance again. As physical signs, we've got the wings, winged creatures, and the swords. And a crystal for pile number 3, please. They might see when they're on the right path. Clear quartz, and the feeling of getting crystal clear. Again, remember that you choose the path and that you can pivot it at any point. These are some images and signs you may see as you're taking this aligned path. If this reading resonated, doing that like, comment, and subscribe dance really helps to grow this community of other people who might resonate as well. I am sending you so much love, and I'm excited to connect with you again soon.